Y'all know what time it is. It's Monday. It's Black Bottle. So, hey, tune on in and catch the vibe. You know what I mean? Hey, we about to get things started. So, hey.
No paper, no phone, no texting, no writing, nobody telling me what to say. This from the brain, from the heart, from the soul, from the streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got.
All right, now let's tune on in. Grab them chairs, pull on up, get you some water, eat you some fruit. Roll you up a blunt, have you a beer, get you a cocktail. Just leave them pills alone. All right, come on now, let's go.
Não é só na vida que a vida, não é na janela que se olha. Há uma linha clara perto da saída. Fecha os olhos e você vai ver. Não é só aqui que sol ilumina. Coisas do além que vão além. Quando de repente é coincidência, nem precisa se esforçar pra crer. Apagaram as luzes pra eu ver. Saí da onde vim pra eu poder ser. Você mostrou o caminho pra eu andar. Eu disse é pelo mar que eu vou nadar.
All right, come on in, y'all. It's fellowship tonight.
Não é só na vida que a vida, não é na janela que se olha. Há uma linha clara perto da saída. Fecha os olhos e você vai ver. Não é só aqui que só ilumina. Coisas do além que vão além. Quando de repente é coincidência, nem precisa se esforçar pra querer. Apagaram as luzes pra eu ver. Saí da onde vim pra eu poder ser. Você mostrou o caminho pra eu andar. Eu disse é
come on in, come on in. Let's fellowship tonight. Grab them chairs. Do what y'all do. Start of the week. Let's get it. We about to do our thing. Black Bottom.
Penso na história que guardo na memória. São muitos céus azuis, muito blue. Penso na distância que andei quando criança pra poder ir trabalhar. Eu já sei remar contra a maré, mas não venha me pedir pra andar de ré, pois é. Eu cresci no gueto, eu cresci com preto. Não é você que vai fazer eu me enganar. Correr contra o vento era o meu passatempo. E o sol que batia ardia. Nem tudo era dureza, tinha natureza e o mar pra mergulhar. Eu já sei remar contra a maré, mas não venha me pedir pra andar de ré, pois é. Já sou gato escaldado nessa trilha do descalço. Não é você que vai fazer eu tropeçar ou duvidar ou tropeçar ou duvidar.
Oh yeah, come on in. We fellowshipping tonight. It's a Monday. We're at the Black Bottom. So, you know, get you some water, eat you some fruit, roll you up a blunt, have you a beer, get you a cocktail. Just leave them pills alone. Them motherfuckers real kill you. All right, let's go.
All right. I see a few people tuned in right now. What's up, Little Bit? What's up, Big Mike? Y'all know what it is. It's Black Bottom. It's Monday, you know. So come on in, get y'all shit in order. Drink you some water, eat you some fruit, roll you up a blunt, have you a beer, get you a cocktail. Just leave them pills alone. Oh, also get you some juice. Pick up the Big Mike. Oh yeah. Y'all know what it is. Y'all can tune in on Facebook and y'all can go on YouTube, Black Bottom Rascast. Like and subscribe. Come on, let's go.
Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Get them likes up. Get them hearts up. Here we go. Here we go. You are here at the Rascast. Come on, let's go.
I cannot say what's wrong or right. It's not hard to fool me. 'Cause I'm addicted to the good life.
Come on in, it's Monday, let's go.
I follow, no need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all, to the edge of it all.
Hey, let's go.
Unless I find a better one, yeah. So something for that before the moment flies. So tell me good night. Unless I find a better one. So something for that before the moment flies. It's not a problem, 'cause I know what I'm getting into. Yeah, and nothing can stop me, 'cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Either way, I follow, no need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell you good night, unless I find a better one, yeah. So something for that before the moment flies.
All right.
So tell you
Shout out to everybody that's out there. Come on in. It's Monday.
so something for that before the moment flies.
Hey, we back. We are back again. Yes, my friend. We are back again. How's everybody doing? Shout out to those that's tuned in on Facebook. And for those, if you want to go on over and check this out on YouTube, it's Black Bottom Rascast. 3 different words. Black Bottom Rascast. Tune in. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get it together. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I hope everybody is striving to be the best version of themselves. I hope everyone is doing what needs to be done to keep moving forward in this here world we call life. How's everybody doing? For those that don't know, I'm Ross Lee. You're listening to the Black Bottom Rascast. This is my second week. I'm double streaming. So I'm streaming on YouTube and on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook already, all right, tune on in. If you want to go on over to the YouTube side, go on over there, Black Bottom Rascast. Shout out to everybody that's been tuning in so far. Shout out a little bit, Big Mike, OG Fun Size. One of my first, little moderators. We ain't worrying about this right now. Like I said, I'm struggle streaming, so, it is what it is. And I hope everybody's good. Everything's been good. Everything's cool. Had a little technical difficulties a little while ago, so I'm sorry I didn't start directly at 8 o'clock. You know how us black folks are. Sometimes we just don't start on time. You know what I'm saying? But before I go any further, this here live is sponsored by Ice House, Duff, Fiji water. Got to put some love in your body, and the word of the game. So man, let's talk about it tonight. It's been an interesting weekend. Been seeing a lot of things going on all over. And me being from Chicago, shout out to those that's tuned in, that's here in Chicago. If you're from Chicago, hit the like button, hit the hearts, hit all that. If you're from Chicago, big up your city. You know what I'm saying? And yo, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Like I say, I'm double streaming. So if you want to tune in and stay tuned in on my Facebook side, you can. But I would like a lot of y'all to go over on YouTube, like and subscribe my YouTube page, Black Bottom Rascast. The link is in the descriptions. The link is in the comments. You can go right over there, like and subscribe. I'm not asking for no money, no cash apps right now. I'm just trying to build up the platform. I've been doing this on Facebook for a minute, but this is my second week on YouTube. So I'm just trying to build it up right now, man. Once I get it to a certain level, then, I'll have all the fancy little, designs and stuff like that. But right now I'm struggle streaming, so don't hold it. And I've said this for a long time, whatever I say on this live, don't hold it to my heart. God ain't through with me yet. Just trying to, just keep it pushing, keep it positive, keep it progressive, and do what needs to be done. We all got a voice, so why not utilize it to the best of our capability? If we can help somebody, if we can direct someone in a certain way, if we can mentor somebody that needs mentorship, then why not do it? So yeah, like, subscribe. What's up, Dave? What's going on? What up, Shay Leo? I see you out here. It's all good. Happy Monday to everybody. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about some things right now. We got a few topics to talk about, and I know some of y'all that are familiar with, what I've been doing on this. And I've been doing this consistently since last October on one platform, but now I'm expanding it, to the YouTube side. So, shout out to all those that's tuned in right now on Facebook. But like I say, go on over to YouTube, like and subscribe my page. I'm double streaming right now. I'm on YouTube as well as Facebook right now. Black Bottom Rascast. Like I say, the link is in the comments. So just, hey, we about to fellowship tonight. And I know some of y'all that have been watching me on a regular, and I know sometimes, hell, I even said it sometimes myself when I go on the playback. Hell, I'll fall asleep on some of this shit sometimes, But shout out to those that have been supporting me, on the low, and just from the bushes and the shadows, and and all that. But I know what y'all's going to say. I know y'all thinking, oh shit, here you go with one of these fucking Facebook rants and YouTube rants. No, I'm not about to do all that. I'm just about to talk, about to say my piece. You want to join in and be a part of the live, you can. Just keep it at a minimum, because I gotta keep the show going. But I know y'all be like, man, this motherfucker about to do this shit again. He about to be on a little hour and a half rant, 2 hour rant, 3 hour rant. Hell, I think one time, I think maybe the longest live I probably did, just talking and kicking the bobos. It was almost 3 hours. Yeah, we had a lot to talk about. I had people, chimed in and shit like that. And look, I'm not gonna be too long. So, I know it's Monday. Bulls and got knocked out the damn playoffs. The play in rather. They didn't make the playoffs, which I didn't think it was going to. My other team, the Sox right now, they stanking up the joint. So I hope they can turn around. Big ups to the Cubs with their gay ass. But, that's just, it is what it is. They got to get the biggest gay bars in the city. So, hell, they got to do something. They backing that shit up. They doing their shit. But, man, let's talk about some things that's been going on, man. What the fuck? I saw some things this weekend. I saw some things in this great city we call Chicago that so many of us always want to praise and shit like that. But are we really caring about our city the way we claim to everybody else out here? Do we really care about our city and the progression and the brotherhood and the sisterhood and families in this city? Are we really doing that? Because from what I've seen this weekend was some of the saddest shit I've ever seen. I can't wait till I get some more, things going on, whereas I can actually start, doing like reaction videos or stuff like that and really give my commentary, a lot better. But, right now it's cool that, I can sit up and I can talk about it. But some of the things that I'm talking about, I'm quite sure a lot of y'all are aware of. So come last Friday, a bunch of local teens wanted to go downtown and basically do a purge. Basically just run amok, tearing up shit, destroying property, pulling people out of cars, setting people's vehicles on fire, beating up people. A couple of teenagers got hurt, and these were all teenagers. It was well over 200 plus teenagers that was downtown both Friday and Saturday acting a goddamn fool, acting a goddamn clown. I've said this before and I say this again. Your mother must be real proud of y'all right now. Because I'm quite sure with all the video footage that was put out and how it was put off on the news and different, social outlets and stuff like that, I can almost guarantee half of y'all can seen your little badass kids in that shit. But y'all say that, y'all doing a good job raising your kids the best way you can. A lot of y'all saying that, you the boss. You this, you that. Are you? How do y'all really feel to know that some of them kids that was down there doing what they was doing, all on video, all over the news, all over the internet. Our city done went viral this weekend for all the wrong reasons. Y'all want to talk about how this city is that way, that city is this way, how they get down in that state, how they get down in this city, in that state. But look at what we got going on here in Chicago. Y'all are really making it look good for us, ain't you? Fine, outstanding citizens, aren't we? Everybody talk all this game about unity and family and all this fucking bullshit and ain't standing on shit. Ain't even standing on the soapbox. Ain't even standing on the crate. You ain't even hardly standing on your 2 feet. How does some of y'all so-called parents feel that your kids went downtown and just tore shit up just because? It's no real clear-cut reason for why that happened. I mean, I know it's been a lot of stuff that's been going on. A lot of the black communities and other communities across the city and some of the suburbs are kind of in their feelings about Walmart. A few Walmarts closing down. A few of them have closed down in the suburbs, and roughly about 4 are closing down in the immediate city. Well, let's break this down. Y'all kind of did it to yourself. You kind of made that little situation happen for yourself. All of these stores decided to close down because of a lot of different factors. The number one factor is that they wasn't making no money. They wasn't turning a profit. This is what most business owners are seeking to do when they have a business. They're going to give you your goods and services. They're going to hire and have as many people as they can to, sorry about that, to serve you the best they can. But a lot of us fuck it up internally and externally. Some of y'all want to go up in there and just steal just because you can. I don't know. It's a Walmart by my way. And I don't see that happening because, hell, you can't even walk up out that place unless you show the receipt of everything that you carrying about that motherfucker. So I really don't know how these other stores have conducted their policies as far as the ins and outs of their customer base. But obviously, this is something that's been going on continuously to the extent where these different sections of buildings and businesses just decided it's in their best interest to just get the fuck away from y'all. Then you got employees up in that motherfucker. It's been known and it's been documented. You can look some of this shit up. There's been a lot of actual employees that stole from this organization, from this chain, whether it's goods, monies, shit like that. Over the course of time, that shit's gonna hit. Over the course of time, they're gonna look at the books and like, we got so much inventory, so many people, but the money's not adding up. We gotta deal with all you motherfuckers coming up in this piece on any given Sunday or any given day, up in there fighting, whether it's people that you got beef with outside in the streets or the employees or whatever. Y'all just, I've seen some of the most ghettoest videos of shit that happens in Walmart. I respect the store. I have nothing against the store. But if I had a choice, me personally, do not shop in that store. I've been in a few of these Walmarts plenty of times, and I see how things is moving. The people that constantly go up in there, they're just the whole kit and caboodle. You know, am I mad that these stores are closing down and these predominantly low income communities? No. I'm not mad at all. Because you did it to yourself, black people. We've done it to ourselves, black people. See, we talk this old whole cool song and dance shit to try to make ourselves personally look good. But as a whole, as a community, we ain't worth shit. And you wonder why other races look at us crazy. You wonder why other ethnic groups look at us like, oh shit, here they come. This is what y'all put out here. And this is not something that's just gone on for like the last year, the last 5 years. This has been a continuous thing that's been going on in our community for the last 5 decades. The gradual decay of our communities, of our self-respect, of our love for one another, of our culture, hell, even your legacy. I wonder how many of those kids that y'all saw all on video just tearing up shit downtown Chicago. Y'all said fuck the hood, because the hood y'all done fucked that up more than enough, so it's probably hardly shit in some of these people's neighborhoods now. But now y'all won't take the shit downtown. I wonder how many of those is going to be the leaders and the movers and the shakers of the next 20 years, the next 10, 15 years, when a lot of us are getting old and need to sit our asses down somewhere, and the next generation is coming up. Oh wow, your kid was one of them? Man, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you sit down and talk to that kid. You know what I'm saying? I hope all the parents that actually knew that your children was down there partaking in this fucking purge that y'all did. One, I hope you're proud of yourself. Because now you really about to put the gamut down. It's bad enough we had a shit for a mayor in the city that wasn't giving a F about what none of y'all had going on. Nothing. But y'all voted for because y'all stuck on this whole Democratic bullshit. Y'all got pimped into that. And that's going to be another video for another time. Breaking down how us allowed the Democratic Party to infiltrate our communities and our families just to dupe us and just to make it worse than what it was before we got out of slavery. And after we got out of slavery, during the Reconstruction time, when we was really trying to find ourselves and find some form of stability in life after chattel slavery. So, that's going to be another video for another time. I'm going to definitely do a lot more research on that. And, I'm going to break some stuff down. I've been watching a few things, so, I'm definitely going to speak on that. But I hope, I don't hope, but I wonder how many of them kids is going to be about something in the next 5, 10, 15 years. Now, I'm not saying that it's all on the parents' fault, but in a sense, it kind of is. Hey, what's up? Shout out to all y'all. For all y'all that's on YouTube, not YouTube, on Facebook. I'm double streaming tonight, 2 and 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm on Facebook. And for those that want to jump on my stream on YouTube, it's Black Bottom Rascast. Like, subscribe. Man, help a brother out. Help a brother. Show some likes. Hit the comment section. I ain't asking for no donations or nothing right now. This is strictly for the love of the game. This is just try to give some different insight and collab with everybody and just network with everybody and just fellowship. We got to get better if we expect it to have better. But that really troubled me watching all those kids run amok, all because I guess something that happened in Millennium Park, and one thing led to another, and then big fights broke out. Prayers to the ones that got injured, especially to the kids. 3 kids got shot. And from what I'm hearing, all of them, it wasn't life-threatening, but who wants to wake up in the morning and go downtown where all the nice stuff is at to get shot? I would expect that in the hood. I expect that in a situation, where you ain't got $1 million buildings and things of that nature. You wouldn't expect something like that to jump off in the middle of damn downtown. But lo and behold, oh wow! Well, prayers out to your son or your child, or if it is your son, for if you had to put him, in there. I know that's heartbreaking, and I hope he gets the proper help that he needs to, work that out. I don't know. It's a lot of things that can entail as far as why some of these kids act out. And I know as much as we can sit here and blame, one side, we got to look at the whole story. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely. That's one thing that us as parents got to stop doing. And that's trying to be a friend to your child. We ain't homies like that. We don't kick it like that. You're the parent. They're the child. Period. If you don't have self-control or have any kind of structure or order in your home, then you're doomed to fail. I don't know why y'all think. Now you see what this is starting to become. And then, and what's so sad, I can't even say that all these kids come up from in an environment in a household like that. A lot of them get influenced by their knucklehead ass homies. Their knucklehead ass girlfriends. Little fast tail ass little hussies. That's an old school term. Don't quote me. That's some old school shit, y'all. Some of y'all probably don't know about that terminology. But, there's another word for calling you them thoughts. Okay. But a lot of these kids get influenced for other kids for the same reason how we grew up. And sometimes we got caught up in some mess, some shit that we regretted later. Some bad business. Putting yourself in the wrong situation at the right time. Trying to be cool, trying to fit in, trying to find yourself, trying to get some kind of, something, some popularity, Like I say, clout's a hell of a drug. Hell, when I was growing up, we didn't call it clout. We just called it being popular, you know, being on your shit or whatever the fuck they want to call it. Over the generations, a lot of this stuff has been the same, but it has really changed. Because at least I can say when we were coming up in high school, we had a little bit more respect for our elders. We had a little bit more respect for structure. And all in all, we had a little bit more things to do to occupy our time. We, in this day's time, are looking at a generation, a situation, whereas a lot of our children don't have proper structure and necessary programs and activities for them to stay constructive instead of destructive. State funds been cutting them down for years. Hell, it started when I was in high school. They started cutting. Well, at least I can honestly say, when I was in high school, we still had art, we still had music classes, we still had computer drafting, we had architecture, and of course, the sports and stuff like that. Debate teams, had a law class, things like that to keep the child, minds going and staying on a certain path. And then, in the summer, we had summer job programs. Either a lot of us as kids, when we was in school, either we would go on a summer school to make up because we fucked up that prior school year, or a lot of us had different programs for summer jobs. And what's the sad thing is, we don't have them things anymore. Shout out to Harold Washington. God rest his soul. When he was the mayor in Chicago, he had those kind of programs for the kids. And I'm glad he did, because I worked for him a few summers. I remember one summer I worked for Michael Flegger, and another summer I worked for the Chicago Park District, and that was actually something I could have kept and kept that as a career. But I had other aspirations, once school started, and, I wanted to be a big baseball star and all that other stuff, and, this, that, and the third. So, my mind was on that. But it was good to have these kind of programs at that time. And hell, my grandfather, if I wasn't a part of that, I was hustling with him in the summer, because he was a private contractor doing handyman work, laying concrete, painting, doing drywall installations, stuff like that. Oh, trust me, I stayed busy when I was in high school. But so many of these kids don't have this. So many of these children don't have the necessary programmings, or even the motivation of some of the parents to put these children in activities to keep them out of trouble. Some of you parents just want to get your kids out your face so y'all can go do what y'all doing. Because some of y'all, first off, having these kids out of wedlock, you're single moms, you're living in a single home, you're struggling, you're trying to make ends meet. You ain't even got no time for these kids. And when you do have time, you don't make the necessary time to really be with your children. So now the streets and the internet and video games is parenting your children. And then you wonder why you see what you just saw this weekend. It was an embarrassment. It was a complete embarrassment. Some of you parents need to be ashamed of yourself for your children getting to that point where they went down there and did what the fuck they did. Because now, I mean, it's bad enough that a lot of us don't have the necessary things to be successful, whether it's the necessary education, the necessary learning of different structures, and or even having any structure whatsoever. It's bad enough we deal with all that and some of the restrictions that we've been having as thus far. You know what I'm saying? But now they done made it easier for these law people, these politicians to change laws just so they can have a seat and make their money. See, they gonna make their money, but what are you doing to instill that you make yours? For so many years, so many people, so many ladies been raising your kids in single family homes because you claim that the man that you didn't have these kids with wasn't no good. You claim that the man that you dealt with was a bum. You claim that the man that you dealt with didn't have no backbone and no structure or wasn't a real man, as I've heard so many times all through the years. But didn't you choose that man? Let me ask a serious question. And this is serious. And I hope a few of y'all can comment and give me a good answer. Most of these days, parents and their kids to school just to have 8 hours away. Yeah, Big Mike. Some of the parents can't wait till school starts so they can scurry your kids on off to school so you can have them little 8 hours sitting up, eating up the fruit snacks, staying on the internet, looking at bullshit, you know what I'm saying, watching reality TV shows, trying to be like the Cardi B's, the Megan, the hoes, the male horse, fuck with the stallion, whatever the fuck you want to call herself. Sorry, y'all. Y'all need to start like getting some intelligence about yourself. She goes around calling herself a male horse. Let's look up the word stallion. I mean, what more you want me to say? Now, if she called herself Megan Amazon, okay. Megan, the big bitch, all right, I understand. But Megan the Stallion, all right, now y'all going too far. And that's just been a term that in our culture, a lot of women just want to praise, but you shouldn't praise calling yourself a stallion because that's a male horse. But hey, how today's society is, this just gender war shit, this whole, identity crisis that a lot of us is having. Hell, I might wake up tomorrow and say I'm a tree. You know what I'm saying? I might wake up tomorrow and say I'm a Michelin tire. I mean, this is where we at with a lot of shit right now. But I gotta ask y'all a serious question. So some of y'all don't take offense to this. Why couldn't you make better choices in the people that you interact with and have children with in the first place? Oh, yo, I'm on that. Don't worry. I'm just getting started, brother. That's on the list. because we already talked about it the other day, and I appreciate you giving me that. And I saw a lot more information on that. And yeah. Don't worry, we gonna talk about that. But can you really blame ladies? Can you really blame the men that y'all had kids with that it didn't work out solely on them? Can you really put the blame on them for not taking you as serious as they should? Whereas y'all can have a nuclear family? With some of you ladies just popping off these kids with these random ass men for a come up? Get you a hookup with the government? The government? Was that what y'all goals was? When you was in 8th grade, young ladies, did you sit up in class and dream about having 6 kids by 8 different men? And living in bullshit? Was that some of y'all's admiration? Was that y'all dream? I just saw a video. It's an old video of a teacher that was talking to some 8th graders about this kind of thing right now. And one of the girls literally told the teacher that she want to be a baby mama. She don't want a man. She want the kid and, all this other stuff. And the teacher was puzzled, like, well, why would you say something like that? Well, who's to say that this boy not going to have mental problems and this, that, and whatever? And I'm looking and I'm thinking, I'm like, how retarded does that sound? You would lay down with a man. I'm talking about some of you black ladies. You would lay down with a man knowing he ain't about shit. Knowing he ain't going to be about shit. Knowing he ain't going to stand on nothing that he said to get you in that situation. And you would still deal with this man to the point was you give him the ultimate prize and having a child with this man. Y'all didn't talk about building no fucking family, no legacy. Y'all not thinking 5 years down the road. Hey, what's your aspirations? What's your goals? What you trying to do? How you trying to live? All about that Hennessy. All about them pills. All about parlaying and getting lit. Everybody won't get lit, right? There's a lot of you lit bitches out here. Lit like lighters. All these goddamn kids. All these different personalities from all these different men. You, what you doing? Then get mad. Now, a lot of y'all getting mad that some men, some brothers out here are really starting to look at it as a whole like, man, this is a bad deal. See, it wasn't like how it was when we grew up when, stepdaddies was actually respected in the communities. Because a lot of times that might have happened because the original father of the children might have died. What up, bro? Like I say, for all those that's on Facebook, man, go on over to YouTube, check out and like and subscribe my Black Bottom Rascast. Like I say, the link is in the comments. Go on over there, like and subscribe. Let's help a brother out because I'm double streaming right now. I'm on YouTube and on my Facebook. But this is my second week doing it on YouTube right now. Y'all know I've been doing this on Facebook since last October. And like I say, I just been struggle streaming, but I'm getting a little improvements going on. You know what I'm saying? And as time goes on, I'm gonna do some more improving and things like that, so I can really make this more enjoyable. But like I said, back in the day, the stepdaddy, he was revered, he was respected because he actually came in on different circumstances, and as time went on, as the whole family structure decided to just desecrate because so many of you ladies want to be so independent. So many of you ladies say y'all don't need a man. So many of you ladies saying, hey, I'm a boss. No, I will say that. And I'm not going to disagree with that. It ain't just one side. Like I said, an ain't shit nigga is an ain't shit nigga. Okay? I'll say it again. An ain't shit nigga is just what the fuck he is. An ain't shit nigga. Why you ladies giving these ain't shit niggas all these children? Let's break down the numbers. Okay? There's the percentages of black men that don't have children and are single is anywhere between 50 to 54%. Okay? 30+% is married and in the middle class, just like those 50 to 51% of these black men that are childless. 16% of black men are contributing to damn near 80% of the children that are born in our communities, in our neighborhoods, in our streets. So, what that saying is, a large majority of you women are one sleeping with the same kind of man. That's why you got 3, 4, 5 kids by like 3, 4, 8, 9 different men. Okay? That's just what it is. Hell, some of y'all probably grew up with your mama bouncing Uncle John, Uncle Billy, Uncle whoever in out y'all house. Y'all was kids and shit. She calling him uncle, and no, that wasn't your uncle. He wasn't even your blood relative. I know a lot of y'all didn't sink that shit. Now, I'm not saying I come from a perfect background, which I don't, which I haven't. I was one of those children that actually grew up with their grandparents. My story as far as with my parents is a different story. My mother's doing fine. We have a great relationship. It's a long story about that. I'm not even going to get into all that. But I will say that I grew up with a structured family. Now, was it perfect? No. There's a lot of kids that even come up out of both parent households and get out here and fuck up. I'm not just pulling blame, just one thing, just concentrated and just bash one thing. This is a cultural thing that we having a problem with. This is a cultural thing that we need to deal with. I'm not just going to sit here and oh, wow. You deleted a lot of your comments there, sweetie. I don't know why you could have kept those. Those are pretty cool. I didn't read all of them, but I was getting ready to read them. But if you want to repost them, go ahead. But I'm just not going to just put this all off on one genre of people. We all to blame, to be honest with you. And we got to do something to get better at it. We, as a collective, got to do something about this, man. If y'all just going to sit back and just let y'all kids out here run amok like how they just did this weekend, then what we doing? Where we at with it? It's got to get better. Anybody got suggestions, man? My ears is more than open. But I will say this. Fathers is not in your children's lives, man. Y'all need to do something about that. Y'all need to work whatever fucked up shit y'all had going on with your baby mama and all this other shit. Y'all need to work that shit out, man. If you saw your son, I'm talking about the dads right now. If you saw your child, your daughter, out there running amok, out there in them streets this weekend, and you know that's your daughter, you need to make something happen, bro. Woman can only do so much. A woman can only do so much, especially when she by herself. Because she by herself, she trying her best, she bitter. You said fuck it. Y'all said fuck it. And instead of just saying, you know what, let's just work together for the sake of our children, you want to be selfish and just live your life. See what is being selfish is getting our children? Seeing what being a selfish motherfucker, even though you pissed off, you done popped this motherfucking girl off. You did it. You did it. And I ain't talking about the ones that be trying to run game on these men and trying to put a baby off on them because you know he good people like that and you found yourself a sucker. I'm talking about these ones that know that's their kid. I'm talking about them men that know that's your children. Both you and the mother both understand, both got understanding, both got unmediated truth of them being your children. And then you still walk away? Man, you bogus for that, bro. That's why we're in the situation that we are right now. You know? But, hey, what do I know? But hopefully we get that together. Hopefully we can figure something out. Like I said, I wasn't going to be too long. You know, like I say, for those that's on YouTube, man, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. For those on Facebook, man, scurry on over to the YouTube, the Black Bottom Rascast. Like I say, the link is in the comments. If you don't see it right now, scroll up. You see it, click it, go over there, like, subscribe, hit the like button. I'm struggle streaming, and this is what it is. Black Bottom Rascast. You know, eventually, as I progress, I'm gonna get more things to make it more entertaining and, you know, things like that. Thank you, Fun Size. See, that's my very first shout out to OG Fun Size. She's been really helping me, you know, with this right now. And when she get her podcast going on, I want y'all to support her too. She's in the embryonic stages of it, and when it gets out, you will know about it because I'm gonna shout it out. So y'all, let's let's network, let's build, let's fellowship with each other. Don't hold whatever skills and knowledge that you might have. Don't hold that just into yourself. We need to share that with each other. That's the only way that we're gonna have something, man. If I was to hold in all the knowledge and all the things that I've experienced and stuff in life and just keep it all to myself, then I'm not worth anything because I'm not expressing that. I'm not giving that to another person or other people. They could utilize some of those things that I've come across and they can take it and they can expand on it. I think the best thing in the world is for one person to have an idea and inspire others to be on that same page, and they just take it way bigger than what that person that originated it done. I respect those that do that. I ain't never been no hater. I ain't never been jealous of what another person had or does because what they eat don't make me shit. But if it's something that we all can piggyback off of and work out and network and fellowship with, then I don't see nothing wrong with that. But see, so many of us is so selfish and just want the accolades all for ourselves. Some of us just want to be that big chief, that big boss. It takes a lot to be a boss. What's that saying goes? Much is given, much is required. Something to that extent. I'll get the right saying eventually, but as far as responsibilities and things like that, it takes a lot of work, man. It can weigh on you, and especially if you around people that ain't on the same page. It can really stress you out. It can really put you in a certain place. It can really put you in a certain mindset where you just like, fuck it. I've seen so many people that get frustrated over time because they've tried and tried and tried to give you little niggling something and y'all don't respect it. So they just like, fuck it, I'm through. And then that's something else that's gone. We have the worst percentage of just sticking together and really building with each other. We rather tear each other down than to build somebody because you want all the smoke for yourself. You want all the accolades for yourself instead of just sharing the wealth. There's enough for everybody out here. It's all up to you what place in society or in the world that you're trying to be a part of. It really is, y'all. Y'all need to think about that. I'm gonna go on because, like I say, I ain't trying to be too long now. I mean, don't hold me, nothing against me. I ain't asked for no damn cash apps yet, but man, y'all start liking and subscribing on my YouTube. I will be having that up real soon, but just give me a little time. I'm just, like I said, I'm just struggle streaming. I'm just trying to put it out there in the algorithm and just put the word out. Man, come and like and subscribe and hit the like button, hit the love button on YouTube and on Facebook. You know what I mean? And just let's get it. Let's network, man. Let's build something. Let's help each other. Let's not be all fucked up. To whom much is given, much is required. That's the phrase. I knew I was close, but I didn't have the word incorrect. Please forgive me. Like I say, God ain't through with me yet. And I ain't that religious. So I'm not about to be quoting Bible scriptures. Okay. He shall, make your butt bleed and all. I'm not, no, yeah. Oh, that's some Sodom and Gomorrah shit. Anyway, I ain't about to do all that. I keep telling y'all, man. Just leave me be. but all in all, it's been some other shit going on too. Ooh. Now, understand something, and I'm proud to say this. I am 51 years old. I am going to be 52 this coming August. I have seen some things in my lifetime that have been very memorable. I grew up in the deep house, in the house days. I grew up where GCI, BMX, KKC was flooding the damn airways with nothing but house music. I was there when the Bears won the Super Bowl. I was there when the Bulls first won their championship. I was there, when the Blackhawks won. I was there when the Sox won. Yeah, we always there when the Cubs won, but hey, they just won it last. They finally got it, but it took them over 100 goddamn years. But hey, they won it. I got a chance to see it, so I'm happy for them. But if it's one thing that I am so glad I experienced, was the original Atlanta Freaknik. Yes, sir. I had went there from 93 every year into 97. That's when shit got bad. 93, 94, 95, some of the most memorable shit. I can't wait until this Hulu documentary come out. Because now all the older women that used to be young tenders and dots back in the early and mid 90s that were doing all of the bullshit that they was doing, what I saw when I was out there. Now they're starting to get scared because see what they're really doing. They're talking about the history of the Freaknik, but majority of the footage that they're going to be showing was from the year of 95. I was there in 95. Like I said, I was there in 93. I was there in 94. I was there in 95. I was there in 96. My last year there was in 97. And that's actually the last year that I ever went back down to Atlanta. Because the last 2 years was starting to get way too hectic. Well, the last 2 years I was there, I think it really hit its apex in this end, probably 98 or 99. I didn't go to the latter ones. After 97, after that bullshit that happened, I didn't go. But boy, I'm going to tell you something. And I will say this. And I know we're talking about one contrast of youth with the other contrast as far as when I was in that time, because, keep in mind, in the early and mid 90s, majority of us that's in our 50s, we was in our early 20s. So yeah, we was trying to have a good time. Yeah. We was trying to see booty. Yeah. Women was trying to see men from all different areas and backgrounds and states and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, we was doing all that shit. Was there some debauchery shit going on? Oh my God, I got some stories. Half the shit y'all gonna see on that Hulu video, it ain't what I saw. It's what y'all gonna see, but I know they ain't gonna show all that shit. They couldn't. Because half that shit wasn't televised. Trying to tell you. So if anybody want to say, well, man, I wonder if Ross is going to be on there. Yeah, you probably will see me on there. You probably see me doing this. Oh, look at that shit. Whoa, look at that shit. I went out there wilding. Was I enjoying the sights? Yes, I was. Was I enjoying the southern hospitality of the women out there? Yes, the fuck I sure the fuck was. Because anybody that know in my generation, if you was from Chicago in them days and you went to Georgia and they knew you was from Chicago, man, they treated us like royalty. They treated us like we were superstars out here. You know what I'm saying? Because of all the shit they was hearing about us then. Like I said, this shit right now, as far as with our youth, is not different, but it's different. Did we have fuck ups and fuckery going on when we were young? Yeah, we did. Was it to this extreme? It's kind of hard to say. I don't think we were killing each other the way we're killing each other now. I don't think that it was constant, fuckery in our communities the way it is now. I don't think it was complete and utterly disrespect of our elders as it is now. Yeah, did we have people back in them days that was disrespecting their elders? Yeah, we did. We had to beat their ass. See, we used to beat motherfuckers' ass and disrespect their mamas. Disrespect their families. Did too much extra shit with their sisters. Yeah. We beat the shit out your ass. For those that used to do that. Today, y'all don't care. Hell, to this day, I don't even curse around my mother. And I'm grown. I can sit up here and I can say what the fuck I want. And yes, I can. And trust me. And I know if it's been a few times, my mama been watching some of my stuff and she hit me on the side like, baby, you need to check your mouth. I understand. But God ain't through with me yet. So understand that. I'm trying. But you little niggas, y'all make it hard, man. Y'all make it hard out here. Yo, what's up? What's up, Diva? What's up, Tashana? MC Todd, I see you out there. Chess, what's going on? Like I say, I'm double streaming tonight. Of course, I'm on Facebook like I always do, but go on, scurry on over to my YouTube page, Black Bottom Rascast. Like, share, subscribe. The link is in the comments. Show a brother some love. I'm trying to build this platform. I got a lot of things in future times, that's going to jump down. And trust me, y'all going to love it. And I'm really working on getting my YouTube platform to a level where I can do like a call-in show, do a live panel, hell, even do a reverse pineapple. Because I'm sorry, y'all. If for y'all that know about that pineapple show, first off, that's some ass backwards ass shit. It's kind of trash. I get it though. Y'all like it, but it should be the opposite. Because a lot of those women that get on that pineapple show ain't really on there to try to really meet somebody legitimately. They're trying to show themselves out, promote their own selves. And I'm already on my podcast, sweetheart. Like I said, go on YouTube, type in Black, one word, bottom, one word, Rascast. The link is in the description right here. I've already started. It's my second week doing it on my YouTube platform. But I've been doing this on a regular since on the Facebook side since last October. But now I'm starting to expand. I've been saying I was going to do it. I'm planning on doing it for a while. So now, yeah, it's really on there. So All right, cool. Like, subscribe, jump on over there. Hey, we double streaming, so it's like, you get to double the pleasure. But yeah, I got some plans for what I want to do, as far as with my platform on the YouTube side. Definitely, I want to do a reverse pineapple where the men could see that's what it's supposed to be. See, women get access to sex and children. Men give access to relationships and marriage. So if you're going to do a dating show, the men, the right kind of men, there's not any old kind of man. We ain't talking about the pookies, the motherfucker off the block, this motherfucker want to sit up and play Fortnite for 15 hours out the day, drinking and smoking and popping pills all goddamn day. They ain't got a pot to piss in and shit. We ain't talking about those kind of men. We're talking about real stand-up men. The men that a lot of you ladies claiming that y'all want. You want a high-value man. You want a man to make such and such. Inflation is this. Inflation is that. You want to, feel some kind of security, which is, there's nothing wrong with that, but it got to be the right man, and you need to be the right woman. Okay? So, yeah, I want to do like a robot. Just trust me. We'll get there when we burn that bridge. But as far as this Freaknik shit, I'm trying to tell you now, some of y'all trying to get online and like, man, I'm scared. You scared? Now your daughter and your son is going to see who you really are. None of us is perfect. So let's get that out the way. Ain't none of us perfect. I was telling OG Fun Size the other day, this was 94 or 95, and I was down there. There was a sister I went to high school with. Very pretty girl. She was very reserved. Grew up in a religious household. So her style of dress, totally conservative, covered herself up, all that. Didn't stay in boys' faces. She didn't have 3-4 boyfriends, in a semester. None of that shit. She was just totally, school, going to class. I had a couple of classes with her. I cannot think of her name for shit right now. I wish I still had some of my old yearbooks. I'd try to find them. But I can always go to my school and order my old yearbooks from the 80s. That's one thing I can say. So I'm going to be doing that real soon. But this in particular year, I'm down there at Freaknik. I'm seeing the sights. I'm seeing this girl, this one girl. She had kind of like a cheerleader, skirt on, ass all out, thong on and shit. About maybe 3-4 motherfuckers around her and shit, grabbing on her ass, rubbing on her titties. They taking pictures, all this shit. So I'm like, damn, because she was bodied up. So I'm like, fuck this bitch is. So I just want to take a closer look. So I get closer, walk closer, and I'm like, the fuck? I know this broad. Not only do I know this broad, that's that broad that was super religious in high school. So I walk up closer, and I'm like this to her, and then she looked at me, and she called me by my name, and I'm like, what the fuck? She was like, hey. I'm like, hey. Whoa, what the fuck you got going on? I didn't have to have no answer because I knew what the fuck was going on. Yeah, I'm quite sure she busted it down. And this is what a lot of us do when we go into other states, when we young, dumb, full of cum. Yeah. We be trying to get something. So it ain't no different than what these kids doing now. Y'all have no clue. But see, we were in a different time. Yeah, we were doing a lot of shit, but a lot of us wasn't just fucking up shit. See, what really happened to end Freaknik in Atlanta is when too many outsiders and too many thirsty ass men started coming. Man, they ain't never seen no shit like that before in their life. Probably the only girlfriend they had with their 5 fingers, with some lube and some Jergens and shit, and a porno, preferably Vanessa Del Rio or some other shit. We talking about the 90s. And was just seeing some shit that they just couldn't understand that, the streets was filled with all these black men and women and these fine ass women and these women that got all this about themselves, and then some women driving down the streets flashing their titties and motherfucking T-tops and sunroofs and shit, sitting on their cars and shit, twerking. And well, I guess you could say it was twerking then. It was called something different back in them days, but same kind of shit, booty popping, whatever the fuck they was calling it. Yeah, pussy popping, booty popping, all that other shit, Y'all remember the old Ludacris song? That's what we used to call that shit back in the day, with Luke and all them. Luke, boy, I'm trying to tell you. Luke used to come down there kicking it. Yeah, Luke Kim. They would have concerts there, but I had so much fun doing all the other shit. I never went to the concerts that they had out there for the Freaknik. Didn't have to. I was hanging out with family and friends who originally was here in Chicago that moved down there to Atlanta, and they were doing their thing. Hell, I almost moved to Atlanta in the mid-90s. I say 95, I was this close to moving to Atlanta, but my ass was scared. And I'm going to be honest with you. And I'm going to tell y'all this right now, and this is for real, for real. I went every year, regardless of what job I had, what relationship I had, what situation I had. When April jumped off, I'm out of here for a week. I had to get the fuck away from Chicago. Seriously. It was really, for me personally, me going down to Atlanta during those times was just my way of leaving all the chaos that go on in this city, seeing a bunch of different people in a place that no one knows me, getting my mind set so I can go back to this bullshit that I got to go back to after this week. Remember, hell yeah, I remember Luke's Peep Show. I'm going to tell you a story. I think that was the same year I saw that girl that I went to high school with. That just totally just shocked me, right? Me and my guys, a couple of my buddies, we had hotel rooms at this in particular hotel. I can't think of the name of it, but it was a decent, hotel. Had these big, bay windows with the curtains on them and stuff like that, right? So it was this one room. I was wondering why everybody was just piled up. I mean, niggas galore was just piled up in front of this one in particular room's window, right? Because at first it was closed, with the curtains. So I'm like, man, what the fuck going on, yo? Me and some of my buddies, because we used to go down there deep. I ain't gonna lie. We ain't go down there just bullshit. We went down there. We rep Chicago. When me and my clique went to Atlanta for the Freaknik, yeah, you knew we were from Chicago. So we like, man, what's going on? Like, man, check this out, These bitches doing a peep show. So I'm like, all right, cool. So it was about 3 or 4 females. Of course, they were strippers. And they will open up the curtains and stand in front of the big window, the big bay window in their room with different lingerie outfits on, just dancing and shit, right? Just doing it just on the strength. They wasn't like getting money off of it or none of that shit. They was probably some females that lived there locally that worked at some of the strip clubs. They was probably just advertising. I'm quite sure some of the guys, after a while, probably like knocked on their door, like, man, what's really going on? What y'all doing? Where y'all at? What up? Strip clubs was real popular in Atlanta during the Freaknik times. Tell you this right now. Real popular. So popular, me and my buddies sat up there, and I will never forget it. And I believe that club is still open. It is called the Blue Flame. I already know about Magic City. Magic City is like the echelons of excellence as far as strip clubs. But the Blue Flame, that was like some in the hood type shit. And they wasn't short stopping. And me and my buddies this one year, we went up in that motherfucker at 11 o'clock in the morning. We didn't leave till it closed. And when I say, this is back when a lot of us was hustling. See, some of you motherfuckers think y'all know about hustling. Nah. The brothers in my time, when we was on that, what y'all call trapping, yeah, we were trapping. We were trapping hard. Wasn't no nickel and diamond ass shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Some motherfuckers probably remember me from my Hazel Crest days, but that's another story. But anyway, we was up in that bitch from 11 o'clock in the morning to the time it closed. And then we on the floor at first, right? So we kicking it, we seeing these, the ladies moving around. I would never, now this is why I know certain motherfuckers will stick in your head forever. There was a stripper up in there called Ass Cat. Anybody that's familiar with the Blue Flame back in the mid-90s, that know anybody that's still out there, and know anybody from that strip club, ask about who a woman called Ass Cat was. Ass Cat was something else. This woman was a bit about 6 feet tall. Amazon, not no stallion. Her ass was so big. She was literally walking around the floor with a champagne bottle on that motherfucker, and that bitch didn't fall. Some of my other buddies, they like, man, fuck this shit. We need to get into the VIP. So, some of the regulars that probably be up in there during that time in the morning, and the natives, in the area, they looking at us because we came up in that bitch like 10, 11 deep, all from Chicago, South Side, West Side, South Suburbs. We all linked up. We all up in this motherfucker. All of us was hustling. We asked the people like, man, how much it costs to get in VIP? He was like, man, you got to buy a bottle of Don, which at that time was like $125. And instead of the lap dances being $10 like on the floor, they're $20 in the VIP. Oh, shit. Okay. Give us 4 bottles of that shit, which that wasn't shit. That was just a start. It was about anywhere between 10 to 15 females that was actually on the floor. we snatched 10 of them and took them all to VIP. niggas in the club was pissed. Because once we got them up in there, they wasn't going back on the floor. Whatever was left on the floor, I'm sure they probably didn't want them. So the owner had to call his other fucking shift just to get them bitches there, just so they can get on the fucking floor. And I swear to God, we turned it up all fucking night. I don't know if some of y'all remember this one lady called Karen White back in the day, right? R&B singer, very pretty. I literally saw a female that was up in there that was like the stripper version of Karen White. And my mouth was wide the fuck open. And she was like, what's wrong? And I'm like, you like Karen White? And she was like, oh, thank you. And she had like this one-piece bodysuit on. She did a dance with me, but this shit was like Velcro. She like took this shit off like motherfucking the 5 heartbeats and shit. I'm like, the fuck? I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. I got many more stories, but I'll wait till after the documentary. We'll talk about more Ross Lee's Chronicles at the Freak Meet. I could talk about that shit all night. But man, I'm telling you, if you missed it, you missed it. It got bad at the tail end of it because of nigga shit. You can't never have shit. There's always got to be something. There's always got to be something. Can't just keep shit as like a mainstay because of jealousies and bullshit and envy. So let's get on this whole Pearly shit. This shit been going on like the last couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Superwoman. That made that song Superwoman. But imagine, because she was pretty as shit. And can't nobody say that Karen White wasn't pretty as shit. Well, imagine having an Atlanta, Georgia peach body on a Karen White face. I was in awe. That's all I can say. All I can tell you, we was in that club, the Blue Flame, from 11 a.m. to the time that bitch closed at 2 in the morning. That's how long we was up in that bitch. Them regulars hated us because we had VIP on lock for about 10 hours. No shit. All y'all talk about, man, I'll pop and bottle. All right, whatever. That's cool. You might have popped it at your time. But trust me, don't think someone else didn't have a good time as well. But this whole Pearly shit is just going all into a whole nother you dig. Now she done resurfaced herself back out here. She got a new little look now. She got her hair darker. And it's a whole agenda. Now she got all these content creators that's in the so-called manosphere and the red pill that's going at each other. And a lot of things is getting exposed. And what it's really starting to show me is this. No matter what platform, no matter what circles, no matter what we in, there's always going to be a fuck-ass nigga that'll fuck it up. Everybody won't blame this woman. No, y'all let that motherfucker get in. Everybody could have stood on their own 2 feet and did what they needed to do on their own platform. I know, trust me, they was glad when we left. Shit, it was over then. Yeah, we left when it was closing. We shut the bitch down. Trying to tell you. We just didn't buy 4 bottles. We bought. Man, one of my guys said, damn, I just fucking jagged off 10 racks in this bitch. I'll make it back in the morning. We talking about mid-90s. So, 10 racks. Yeah, 10 racks was 10 racks in the mid-90s. I'm trying to tell you. It might not be nothing for you little bourgeois jungle bunnies now. That's about 100,000. No, 10,000 in the 90s was about 100, equivalent to 100,000 right now. How about that? How prices was then, how gas was then, how food and all the other shit was then. Yeah, 10 racks was close to about 100,000 what today's dollars are. So let's don't get the numbers confused. You know, half you motherfuckers ain't even seen 100,000, let alone 10 in one time, except for tax time. But y'all gotta have about 18 damn babies for that shit. But yeah, this whole Pearly thing is just really exposing a lot of these content creators, and a lot of them being phony, a lot of them pandering to her, and I don't know why. You know, you shouldn't need her to help your platform. If you're really a good content creator, this is why I'm continuously doing what I'm doing. I'm not saying I'm not going to collab with nobody when I get some headway on this platform. But if you're not about uplifting and building and really doing something positive, then what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we want to make money, of course, but you got to have some kind of integrity as well. And this whole Pearly thing shit is just showing me that there's no integrity with a lot of people. It's really not. I pray for those. I'm trying to tell you, man, 10 grand, 94, 95? Shit. I'm trying to tell you, yeah, it was. But, you know, those were the days. We was able to go to the Bahamas like it wasn't shit, and go to Atlanta for a week like it wasn't shit, and about 5 minutes left. Oh shit! I need a charger on this laptop. Huh?
I'm gonna go over your time. This ain't no short stuff.
Oh man, it's gonna have to. It's gonna have to. It's right away. Oh, hold on, give me a second, y'all. What's that? Oh Lord. Hold on, y'all. I gotta do some maneuvering around. I got some nigga shit happening. Okay. All right. Anywho, I know I told you I wasn't gonna be too long, but man, yeah, I see the time is going on. But yeah, this whole project thing is getting crazy. But I'm gonna wrap it up. But we gotta talk about this. My bro brought this to my attention. It's been kind of silent for a while, but now it's making back headways about the whole Shanquilla Robinson case and that whole Cabo 6 and the whole situation with her meeting her demise in Mexico, and how now nobody's getting charged for this murder. No one is being held accountable. And I really feel bad for the parents of this young lady. Is this what we about right now? Is this going to be the new thing right now? Oh, you just want to off a motherfucker and keep it 100? You just want to go on out there to Mexico, and y'all think y'all going to keep getting away with that shit? That's real fucked up, man. Biden, your president, don't want no parts of it. Biden, your president, don't want no parts of it. Black ladies, your vice president, Kamala, or the big Kamala whore, whatever the fuck her name is, your vice president don't want no part of it. Y'all allow all this bullshit to go down politically, and these people don't give a fuck about us, y'all. How would you feel if that was your sister, your daughter, your cousin, your niece, that was doing good in her life as a young lady? Help half the motherfuckers paid for him to go down there, for her not to come back, for them to lie about it, for a video to get put out blatantly showing what the fuck happened, and no one goes to jail? Where they do that at? Oh, they do that in Mexico. Because, see, Mexico don't give a fuck. Mexico let that shit go because they got paid to fuck off. I think I heard something at one point, in the early stories about it, that her credit card came up missing and all this other shit. It's probably how they managed to get out and get gone as quick as they did. Mexico ain't gonna question that shit. As long as that motherfucker cleared, you're good to go. We gotta be careful, y'all. We gotta be careful with the company that we keep. And we gotta be careful with these international situations and these international laws. But I'm sorry, y'all. You can't let that die. Just like how y'all let Kanika Jenkins shit die. Can't let this die, man. How many times we gonna keep doing each other like this? It gets so publicized and there's no justice. And y'all say, oh, white supremacy this, white supremacy that, this racism that. I'm going to be honest with you. Our culture is the biggest racist out here, but we don't have the power to really be a racist. We just have prejudice. It's a difference. See, a racist can change the dynamic of a situation. The racist can change the dynamic of a culture of people. We ain't racist. We dumb as all hell, but we sure ain't racist. We like to laugh and ridicule each other just to make ourselves look good. And these motherfuckers is laughing and kicking and pissing on this woman's grave. And I hope they get what's coming to them. Because what did she really do to them for them to do her like how they did her? And it was already put on video and nothing happened. I guess that's what's going to be the thing now. Be mindful who you bring. If you keep going to Mexico, be mindful who you go with. Because one, you might not come back, and two, they might not get caught up behind it. Yeah, you heard about the other motherfucker. It was sets of people that had perished out there. Shortly after that, 3 other people died out there. No one talks about that no more. Yeah, we got a lot of animosity. And for what? What is our animosity? What is really our animosity out here, y'all? Why do we hate each other so much? Are you that mentally disturbed? Are we that mentally out of touch? Are we that historically out of reach? What are we? The greatest race in the world. Got animosity for another motherfucker. Look, just because you didn't get enough hugs, eats, and sleeps coming up as a child, you should not have to put that on somebody else just because they did. Get your weight up. There's so many people out here that turn their life around for the better and then make no excuses. And there's so many of us that just went to the shits for so many excuses. Can't keep making excuses all your life. At one point in your life, you're going to have to look yourself in the mirror and really ask yourself, what am I doing? Yeah, we do. A lot of us hate to see ourselves be successful, but oh well. Stay in your misery. Get some help. Remember that old Michael Jordan commercial? Stop it. Get some help. I can't wait till I get my soundboard. Oh, I'm telling you, it's going to be some shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all those that's on the YouTube space, the Theo Coops, the MTRs, the O'Shea Duke Jacksons, the Crimson Cures, the DDs, you know, all of them. You know, the Theo Coops, I think I said that already. You know, shout out to all of them. They've inspired me to do a lot. Don, I don't know where the fuck you been at these last 10 days. People starting to worry about you right now, bro. You need to pop up, man. You need to hear something from you because you ain't did shit in about 13 days on YouTube. So now people going to start putting APB out on your ass. So I hope everything is all good. I hope you're just taking a break because I know you was doing like stuff like every day for months and months and months and months. And this could be taxing. I ain't going to lie. Being a content creator is not easy work. If people make it look easy, it ain't. Just know that. But it's worth it if you get the love and respect back in return. So I appreciate all those on both platforms that have commented, liked, and shared. Hope some of y'all go over on YouTube, Black Bottom Rascast. Subscribe, man. Subscribe to my page. When I get some other things going on, I'm gonna go ahead on and definitely add some things, to the thing. But hold on for 1 second, Facebook. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere yet. Don't go nowhere. I'm just chilling right now, just wrapping everything up. You know what I'm saying? Just wrapping things up. Just gonna wrap things up for a minute. I really appreciate all y'all that's been tuned in. I really do. Oh, I'm back, y'all. Just had a light, pause on my Facebook side. But man, I hope everybody had a good evening. I hope y'all got something out tonight. We are going. You are here at the Rascast. We out. Come on, tune in next week. We're going to have a lot more to talk about. Everybody have a great and blessed remainder of the week. Everything is everything. Let's stop all this energy, all this negative. Let's get together, y'all. All right? Yes, we are gone. I follow to the edge of it all. To the edge of it all. So tell you good night. Everybody got other ideas? Email me at blackbottomroscast@gmail.com. Inbox me on Facebook. Hey, let's network, y'all. Let's fellowship. I'm telling you, I got a lot of other stuff coming. This is just the beginning. A double stream tonight, the second week in a row. I hope it gets out. I hope people enjoyed it. I hope y'all got something out of it. And if you didn't, oh well. But tell somebody to come fuck with the Black Bottom. Nothing can stop me. All right. I'm addicted to you, and I realize with the way I follow. prosperous remainder of the week.
So tell me good night. It's a brighter, better one. Yeah. So goodbye. Before the moment flies forever. So tell me good night.
Word of the game.
It's a brighter, better one.
Ice House. Duff. Fiji water. Word again. Hey, we out, and we gone.